Wait, am I recording? Let's go! Hey y'all, I am back with another video, and that is all about the fact that nobody really knows at the moment, or almost all significant businesses don't know how to convert or how to profit from AI, including OpenAI. And well, startups don't really care. Oh gosh. Do you hear the leaf blower guy? So there's a leaf blower guy that is doing the magic. Ah! It's a noise suppression. So the good thing is I have my AirPods Max, but I'm not using it. Oh my gosh. So this is the most annoying thing. The most annoying thing that yeah, so I'm not sure you can hear me. Let me see. Oh gosh, this noise is so annoying. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is that the fact that businesses cannot convert revenue into profit with AI is a challenging thing, and I'm gonna help that. So essentially building super intelligence for businesses, and we're gonna do that. We're gonna have fun doing that. But for the most part, I hope you're doing well wherever you're kind of listening from. This is going to be a fun experience, and we're gonna explore it together. Because here's one thing, right? There's LLMs. LLMs are these multifaceted creatures that we have unleashed in the world, and they're not modular. That means, in a sense, you cannot put them in a box. You cannot put them in a certain corner, and you cannot just control it fully to a certain degree. So there's that stochastic, there's randomness, there's a lot of randomness to essentially dealing with the responses that you get from these large language models. And in a business setting, you want some transactionality, right? Transaction is at the core of engaging in a day-to-day business, and that actually helps you maintain a certain state of service. That means you want to engage in serving your clients or whatever it is. So in some way, to some degree, there is all this exploration when it comes to essentially how can you really convert, how can you help businesses profit, not just from a cost perspective. Every technology adds certain costs to this longevity businesses. That means what I mean by that is that if a business is an established pipe, right? You have this established set of routines, services, and whatnot that you have to offer on the day-to-day, day in and day out, as long as there are people who are going to use that business. So eventually, business serves people. And at the end of the day, software as we know it today serves most of the businesses to some degree. But now, replacing our modular stack with this slimy slop called AI has been very difficult. So what do businesses actually need? And that is super intelligence, not just regular artificial intelligence. Businesses actually need this concept called super intelligence. They need continuous intel into how well their business is doing, how well their businesses either penetrating markets, growing markets, or also essentially and cutting off when they need to. But for the most part, if depending on where it is in the life cycle or stage of that business, it all comes down to essentially whether it's, let's say if it's in early stages, it's usually expansion, market conquest that you kind of prefer or need to have. So your business is geared towards essentially either penetrating markets or conquering markets. On the other hand, if you are dealing with scenarios or situations where the business is in its mid stage or essentially it needs a way to scale further or beat the S curve, then essentially you need a different way to exponentiate or essentially grow the business, go exponential. Let's say after its early establishment. And if the business is about to die, it needs to be revived, right? It's possibly because its market share or market size is kind of shrinking, and you wanted to make sure that the business doesn't actually go in that direction. So you want to really ensure that the business intel, the super intelligence that you provide, this specific AI called the super intelligent AI being that you add to your business should kind of revive the business. So it should provide life to the business. So in essence, this is the baseline definition of how you should create a super intelligent being or entity that can aid in the business. So here's the mindset here. There's the consumer aspect of AI, current AI, and I don't like that term because it doesn't, there's of course the artificial aspect to it. I know it's a naive interpretation and it's sort of a replica, and it doesn't really, it's just a knockoff of the biological processes, which are these neural networks that we have. But for the most part, now that we have this natural intelligence that are people essentially, but now we want to really pour it, not the people, but how we can help the people through the businesses. And essentially, if businesses, thrive, then essentially that's more than enough. And most often, so here's the kicker. Most often, businesses are not required to cut profit. That's one culture shock in the United States where you're like, okay, if businesses don't really need to cut profit, or actually make profit, they just need revenue, or in fact, they might not even need revenue to do a startup. So this begs the question, what really differentiates a business and what is actually a startup? And this is a very interesting experience that I had of myself. And essentially, if you want to build an intelligence or intelligence tool, make sure that it really enables the business and grows the business, or really understands at which life cycle or stage of the business it is in, so that you can essentially make your conquest not just a side quest, right? You want it to be really digging into the actual profit extraction process as well. So, of course, I'm not really concerned a lot about profit when it comes to building an intelligent being or AI initially, but currently the state of intelligence or AI is that there's a whole lot of slop, there's a whole lot of continuous token and word, and then in essence language generation. But there is this aspect where this ultimate production or surplus is not being utilized to a degree that we can actually make actionable and possibly move forward or essentially push progress of enabling businesses to turn profit. So that's the goal here. I'm kind of circling back again on my thought. So that's the thought that I want to drop here. Essentially, if you want to make more of businesses that are really profitable, generally building even a business that is profitable in and of itself is very hard without using AI. But usually you use a lot of supporting and feedback tools that help you guide your business to grow higher and better. But now you have this additional slob, which doesn't fit the whole picture. So that's the main goal here that I'm trying to explore and explain in this video as well. Trying to go at a very surface level discussion, but eventually we want to look into it more. We want to understand it better. We want to inspect it. We want to build it. We want to make this super intelligence tool that enables businesses. So that's pretty much it. Like, I hope you're doing well for, wherever you're listening this from. But I will add more to this thought.